Hey, back again. And today we're going to discuss Epic Games. And to start off with, Epic Games has had an ongoing trial with Google about the future of Google's App Store is at stake in a lawsuit by Fortnite publisher Epic Games. Epic sued Google in 2020 after a fight over in-app purchase fees, claiming the Android operating system's Google Play Store constituted an unlawful monopoly. It wants Google to make using third-party app stores, side-loaded apps and non-Google payment processors easier, while Google says its demands would damage Android's ability to offer a secure user experience and compete with Apple's iOS. The case had a long road to court, arriving there long after a similar trial against Apple in 2021, following along with updates. And that's the thing. Sure, Google has a monopoly on that part, but then again, you don't have to use that service if you don't wanna. Make your own damn service. Just like you did with the Epic Games Store. Instead of using Steam, you made your Epic Games Store, which, by the way, I've recently heard that that's not been profitable even after being 5 years out. And it's just kind of weird they would try to have a lawsuit against Google for their way of running a business, even though it's not necessarily illegal. Now let's get into the Epic Games Store itself, which article is titled "The Epic Games Store Still Isn't Profitable Nearly 5 Years After Launch." Epic expensive war with Valve over PC gamers, cash still hasn't paid off. The company has admitted the Epic Games Store launched nearly 5 years ago with eye-catching PC exclusive that caused the company behind Fortnite an arm and a leg to secure, which they still do. They still buy exclusives. And also, they mention how, I'm not sure where I saw it, it might be even in this article, but I know for a fact that they said that Steam has a monopoly on all of this, but do they now? Because you're the ones spending all this cash to get exclusives and Steam's just letting it be how it is. People will go to the quality product over the one that has exclusives at the end of the day anyways. So let's continue. Since then, Epic has thrown bucket loads of cash at securing PC exclusive, Alan Wake 2 being the latest, and weekly free game giveaways in a bid to carve out a piece of the PC gaming pie. It's even launched aggressive revenue terms for publishers and developers to try and attract more games to its platform. Despite all this, the Epic Games Store is yet to turn a profit for Epic and remains a loss leader as it approaches its 5th birthday in December. Confirmation comes from Epic itself during the ongoing Epic vs. Google court case, as reported by The Verge. And this is so interesting, because you can't expect any profits for the Epic Games Store itself because of the constant buying of exclusives and all the free games. I mean, sure, it will bring some people in, but it's not gonna be like the next big thing or something. It's not gonna change everything. People still prefer Steam over Epic Games Store because of a simple thing. It has features. They're there for the features, not necessarily the games. Steam wouldn't be as nearly as popular as it is if it only had games. It's only so popular because it has the features. The features for the friends list, community guides, streaming, mods, forums and more. The Steam is pretty much the one spot for PC gaming, and you're gonna get whatever you want. And the fact that it's so free over at Steam is nice, and People also, when Epic Game was launched, also said, yeah, Epic Game is new, but Steam didn't have a predecessor that they could have learned from. They figured this out all on their own. They had Steam as a predecessor. So by all means, they could have included these features, or at least some of them, when they launched, but you couldn't even for the longest time review games on the Epic Games Store. So there's no surprise that people still prefer Steam, and even so, since I've been using Steam for years, I'm still gonna be using Steam because all my games are there. I'm not just gonna switch a library of my games just to Epic Games Store because they have that one weekly game free or all these exclusives. No, it's ridiculous. Let's continue. Epic Games Store boss Steve Allison said on the witness stand that while the store isn't profitable yet, Epic's goal is still growth. According to The Verge, emails reviewed during the Epic versus Apple trial suggested the company was hoping to claim half of all PC gaming revenue. Sorry about that. That's mighty ambitious. It's surely a disappointing situation for Epic, which recently suffered a devastating round of layoffs that saw hundreds of staff let go across Epic itself and its subsidiaries, including Fall Guys developer Mediatonic. Kinda contradictory to the growth goal. If you're forced to lay off staff, it's kinda gonna impede your growth, but then again, maybe they did it so they can grow. The Epic Games Store continues to offer publishers and developers an 88/12 revenue split, compared to Valve taking a 30% cut of Steam sales. Epic also launched the First Run program, which trades 100% of revenue for 6 months of PC exclusivity. Back in March, the company launched a suite of new self-publishing tools designed to help creators and publishers release their game onto the digital store in a more seamless fashion. Steam, meanwhile, continues to dominate the PC gaming market. In January, Valve's service smashed its record for current online users with just shy of 32 million players online. And I really don't see that changing for the longest time still. Like I stated earlier, it's because Steam has features that Epic Games just don't have. It's a more user-friendly platform than a Epic Games Store, and there's just no comparison to both of them. Steam is years ahead of what Epic Games is, and like I said, Epic Games had an example of a good platform. Steam didn't have it, so Steam taking years to develop into these features is justified, yet Epic has all these examples and they do nothing. They did absolutely nothing. They learned nothing from Steam. They launched a service similar to a Steam, yet they took absolutely nothing what made Steam run great. They looked at, they have games, they can be bought on the spot, boom, that's what we got. So, why would anyone trade Steam over that? No one would. Sure, you offer that one free game, you have these exclusives for a while. So what? Most people will just wait it out. Or those people that have another device like a PlayStation or an Xbox, they will just buy it on one of those other platforms then, instead of buying it on Epic, just because it's 6 months on Epic before Steam release. And there will be plenty of people willing to wait those 6 months to get it just on Steam. For me, I've tried personally Epic Games Store, Microsoft Windows Store, whatever, any other type of place you can imagine. Steam is just better. By a lot. Out there, Steam is currently the best platform you can get PC gaming on. It's simple and easy. You have features that no other platform has, and no other platform is willing to learn from what Steam is doing and incorporate it into their own thing. So in the end, nobody really sees the point of switching from Steam. And in all honesty, like I said, is not doing well. And about the revenue split or the 100% revenue for exclusivity, it doesn't really matter that much to the developers. Otherwise, Epic would have just about everybody going there, but yet everybody's still on Steam. So money isn't the issue. It's the fact that most people prefer Steam over everything else. So, and as long as nobody is willing to learn from Steam on what they're doing and incorporate features like they did and come up with something new that would be user friendly, so there would be something that separates them from the competition, they will not reach their goal of surpassing Steam anytime soon, which is kinda sad for them probably, since that's their goal. But it's so simple. You have an example, so learn from it, adjust to it, incorporate some stuff that Steam has, and grow, instead of having the most bare basic thing you can have and think that will earn Steam. Nobody's gonna switch to a lesser service because you want them to. That's not how the world works. So yeah, Steam will stay on stuff for the next coming years, definitely, in my opinion, since Epic isn't really that well off currently, nor do I see them making any drastic changes that will make them the player base to switch over to Epic Games. And as for the usages, for example, like the Steam at least have the user ratings, which you can then formulate your opinion whether the game is something for you or no, when you can read the comments and stuff. Or better yet, go to the discussion boards where you might delve into even deeper. There is great community behind Steam, while as Epic doesn't have that community. Mainly because Epic doesn't even have those features to make those communities there. And that will be all for me today. I'll see you guys next time.